Knicks fans, the NBA trade deadline is just over a month away, so I want you guys to weigh in on this. I promise you, Dame Lillard trade rumors will continue to pop up until the deadline gets here, so share your thoughts. Should the Knicks trade for Damian Lillard? If you think so, type Y for yes, or if not, type N for no. What's going on, Knicks fans? I hope you're having a great day. I'm your host, Marshall Green, and you are watching New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports. And we got to take a deep dive into these recent and upcoming New York Knicks trade rumors because they're heating up. So let's just get right to it. Marc Berman, he jumped on the SNY video podcast, and he had a lot to say. He said this: they need a star. They did not get it in free agency. There are still possibilities with Damian Lillard, I believe, but right now, they are in a tough spot, and I absolutely agree. And the Knicks, they need to make a move. Something needs to happen. This team is struggling at the moment. They had a 3-game winning streak coming into 2022, but they have just not been the same team that was advertised after they signed guys like Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker. And the offense has taken a step back after it was expected to take a step forward. And I'm going to be honest. I would hate to include Obi Toppin in a Damian Lillard trade, but I think you have to. If you want to acquire an NBA superstar, an all-NBA player like Damian Lillard, you got to give up a valuable asset. And right now, Obi Toppin has upped his trade value. He's played much better in his second year. Let's take a look at the numbers. His rookie year, he didn't play much. Only 11 minutes per game, 4 points per night, 2 rebounds, not even assists per game. He shot 49% from 3, and he actually shot better last year than he did this year from the 3-point line. 30% last year. This year, just 21%. But his other numbers, and everywhere else besides the 3-point shot, Obi Toppin has taken massive strides. He's doubled his point total from 4 to 8 this year. He's grabbing 4 bounds. He's playing almost 17 minutes per game compared to 11. Last week, he played the most minutes ever in his NBA career, 42, and he had the best game of his career. Give Obi a minute and he'll produce because he does all the little things that a lot of players on this team don't do. He's an electrifying player in the fast break. He's a hard-nosed player on defense. He's long, athletic, and I really like what he's been able to add to his bag in his second season in the NBA at a date. I really think the ceiling is high for Obi, but if I have to include him in a Damian Lillard trade, I think I'd have to do it. But let me know. I want to see where all of you stand on this. I know as a Knicks fan, because I'm one, that we love our young players. We love the unknown because how many times have the Knicks given up young players in a trade for a superstar and it didn't work out and the young players have turned into blossoming stars? It's happened time and time again. So let me know. Would you include Obi Toppin in a Damian Lillard trade? Type T for trade or type P for pass. For you guys that are typing P for pass, it's probably because of these numbers right here. Damian Lillard has not been the same player that was advertised throughout his career compared to this year. This year, he's scoring the ball 24 points per game, 7.3 assists. That's normal Damian Lillard stuff. But 40% from the field and 32% for 3 are significantly lower than what Damian Lillard has done in the past years of his NBA career. But he's getting healthy. He's overcoming that abdomen strain. He took some time out. And since he's returned to the lineup in the last 9 games, Dame has caught fire. He's averaging 29.5 points per game, around 6 assists per night. His field goal percentage is still a little bit too low for me, 41.3. I'm sure that will continue to go up as he continues to get more healthy. And the 3 ball is starting to fall like it has previously for Dame Logo Lillard, converting on 36% of his trade balls. But the one thing that concerns me about Damian Lillard is his contract and the fact that he's already 31 years old. And when you're a 31-year-old point guard that's undersized and you don't bring a lot on the defensive end, you could fall off a cliff quickly. I'm not saying Damian Lillard will, but if the explosiveness takes a step back, that could be a cause for concern. Look at Kemba Walker. He lost a step, and he's not even really close to the same player that he was with the Charlotte Hornets. This year, Damian Lillard is getting paid $39 million, and it continues to elevate in price every single year. And next year, he's owed $42 million. The following year, $45. And in the last year of his deal, he is owed $48.7 million. If Damian Lillard can give you the guy that's been an MVP candidate or a first-team All-NBA player, he's absolutely worth that money. But it's definitely a cause for concern considering he's 31 years old and he is still owed a lot of money over the next 4 seasons. If a Damian Lillard trade happens, I promise you we will have a video up within minutes on this channel, because that's what we do here at New York Knicks Now. We react to breaking news. We put out videos on rumors, trade rumors, news, injuries, absolutely everything. If you're looking for a one-stop shop for everything New York Knicks, this is your channel. And let's get to 4,000 subscribers. We are just under 500 away, and I know we can do it. This channel has been growing rapidly, and I want to do something for all of you that are already subbed. Comment me in the comment section, and I will shout out every single one of you that comments me in the next New York Knicks Now. This story is a little bit disheartening. Marc Berman also talked with Ian Begley about DeMar Derozan on that same podcast, and if you haven't listened, go listen to it, but I'll talk to you what they talked about. Essentially, DeMar Derozan signed a 3-year, $85 million contract with the Bulls this summer, and right now, he's playing like an MVP candidate. No one really thought that DeMar Derozan could ever play at this high of a level. He has the Bulls absolutely cruising alongside Zach LaVine and Lonzo Ball, but the thing that's upsetting for me as a Knicks fan the most, did the Knicks choose to sign Evan Fournier over DeMar Derozan? Marc Berman reported that DeMar Derozan had interest in signing with the New York Knicks, but according to him and the reports that are coming out recently, the Knicks chose Evan Fournier. So let's take a deep dive into what Berman had to say. He said this, listen, they had the league's highest cap space and they didn't do anything with it. They got a glorified role player in Fournier, and listen, it's easy to play Monday morning quarterback on passing on DeMar Derozan. Scott Perry, in particular, wanted to take a closer look at Derozan. He had been with Fournier, and they had lost a lot of games in Orlando with Fournier, and he was injured quite a bit. So that is looking like a big miss with all of that cap space they had. A chance to match the Bulls' offer for sure, and I'm told Derozan had interest. If DeMar Derozan had interest in coming to the New York Knicks, and he's paid about the same as Evan Fournier 4 years, $73 million, Derozan 3 for $85, and the Knicks had the cap space to match any offer that the Bulls offered Derozan, and they could have exceeded that. So maybe they just thought Fournier would be a better fit, and I don't blame them, because Fournier, throughout his career, he's about a 37% shooter from deep. It would have spaced out this offense and helped Julius Randle and guys like RJ Barrett, but it has just not worked out. So I want to see what you guys have to say about this. Who should the Knicks have signed this past free agency? Type DD for DeMar Derozan or EF for Evan Fournier. Let's just be honest with ourselves, fellas. Passing on DeMar Derozan was a bad miss by Leon Rose. If the reports are true from Marc Berman that they chose to sign Evan Fournier over DeMar Derozan, that's a fireable offense for Leon Rose. That's not facts that DeMar Derozan wanted to be a Knick, but I 100% believe that he had interest, and who wouldn't want to play in the Mecca after they just finished 4th in the East. The Knicks, they were turning the corner this summer, and I don't think they did enough in NBA free agency to cement themselves as a real contender in the NBA this season, and I think a trade needs to happen to shake up this lineup. But passing on DeMar Derozan, man, it's been tough because right now he is playing like an MVP candidate and the best basketball of his NBA career. He's averaging 27 points per night, 4.5 assists, which is a dip lower than what he usually has in the past, but that's because they also have ball handlers like Zach LaVine and Lonzo Ball. He's shooting almost 50% from the field and a almost career-high 36.2% from three on just over 2 three-pointer attempts per game. Derozan has never been a sniper from deep, but he's shown that he's been able to build on that and now been somewhat of a consistent and clutch shooter. I know you guys have seen the highlights of the 2 game winners that Derozan hit from 3. Those were awesome. And Derozan right now, he has the 5th best odds to win MVP. Imagine an MVP candidate alongside Julius Randle. That would have taken the burden off of Randle, who I think is really carrying it this year, because guys like Fournier and Walker haven't lived up to the bill. I'm upset that DeMar Derozan is not a Knick. DeMar, don't you wish you came to the Knicks? I know you guys all know what I'm talking about. Hit me up on Twitter if you love the Knicks. I'm tweeting about them all day, everything. I was born a Knicks fan, raised a Knicks fan. It means something in our family to be Knicks fans. I bleed blue and orange, and I'm always tweeting about the Knicks. So I promise you, if you want a new follower on Knicks Twitter, I'm your guy. Hit me up at @MarshallGreen_ and send me a DM. Everybody that sends me a DM from this video, I'll follow you back.